Good afternoon and welcome to In Conversation series, special series of creative brands. We have Shri Amol Palekar, one of the most distinguished actors, theatre persons, directors this country has ever produced. We have with him this afternoon in the environment of the Kochi-Muziris Biennale, and we're here to talk and reflect on the idea of art, the Biennale, and the dialectics of society, art and culture. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
What have been impressions, sir, after your tour of the Biennale? You've been associated with the Biennale for long now. What do you think does the Biennale do to the city, to its culture, to civilization?
I have always felt that awareness and the spaces available for visual arts in our day-to-day life have been unfortunately very less as far as people in general are concerned. I think visual art as part of their day-to-day life, what it should be, according to me, is not what it is in our country. And if we start with that as the premise, then what Kochi has done, Kochi Biennale has done is tremendous. Not only the awareness for a common man, but also awareness as part of a day-to-day existence. And that's where my heart goes out, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy because just to update your information, you introduced me as a person from theatre, person from films, actor, director, etc., etc. But I started my career as a painter. I'm a qualified painter. I've studied in K.G. School of Art. I finished my post-graduation from K.G. School of Art, and I had in fact begun my creative journey way back. Many of the younger generations must not be even born at that time. Way back in 1967, I had my first solo show in Taj Art Gallery in Mumbai. So I have been privileged to dabble into various fields, various creative journeys in be it visual arts, be it theatre, be it plastic art, be it everywhere. So from that perspective, I find that the scenario as far as visual arts is concerned is comparatively far less. Films is the most popular thing, and therefore as an actor, the focus, the spotlight, everything that goes along with that, I have enjoyed that. I have also enjoyed tremendous success in theatre. Very few people know about this journey in the visual arts. So when I see this and common man, every space available in the city, every corner coming alive with visual arts, with the Biennale, is something very heartwarming.
It could sound rhetorical, sir, but what do you think is the state of art today? what is art? Where are we in relation to art? Where does society stand in relation to art? Where art, for many sections of people, especially people who are in the power to govern the country, art doesn't seem too relevant for them.
Yes, I agree. It doesn't seem relevant, and that I look at it as a tragic part. To the people who govern the country, to them, in any case, I mean, why only art? Culture is not supposed to be a very important factor. A cultural voice is not supposed to make any dent. So, when we talk of people who govern us, or people whom we select to govern us, to them, what is important? It's something which needs to be probed. And how culture, how arts, and the role of art, how it could be not only important but inevitable in our day-to-day life, and why should people think that, oh, this is something extremely important. To me, it is something which we need to probe more and more.
I was listening to your speech at the inaugural of the Artist Cinema series a couple of days ago. In light of what you said, do you think there is a serious civilizational crisis at the moment as we speak? And as an artist, is art fraught in the midst of this crisis, as it were?
In fact, I as an artist feel extremely concerned and extremely I am at a loss of words that in today's times, where do I stand? Where does my voice, does it make any difference as an artist on creative fronts, on what I should express, what I should not express, what I should say, what I should not say, what I should eat, what I should not eat, what I should drink, all these day-to-day life, and directly or indirectly they are connected with the creative existence. But if they are being questioned, then I think my existence is being questioned, and I feel very perturbed. If every little thing is going to be determined by somebody else and not by me, what I should see, what is my culture, what is my language, what I should say, what I should eat, what kind of air should I breathe in, all these things, if it is going to be decided merely by numbers, I am disturbed.
So do you think under these circumstances artists, along with other civil participants in society, could forge an effective alliance against such revisionist tendencies in society today?
Unfortunately, no revolution has ever been made by an artist in no country. But a mindset is always created by the artist. So you have to choose. If we look at history, and if we say that tell me one revolution which was created by an artist and which government was thrown out because of artists. You cannot have an example. So you can very safely say that, oh, therefore artists are irrelevant. They don't make revolutions. But to come to the revolution and to create mindsets and to create the atmosphere and to create the kind of sensibilities, it is always the artists who have done that. And therefore I, as an artist, I have this immense faith that my role as an artist, a very, very small role, very tiny bit, is very crucial. And if I can do that, if I can create a little difference, I should do that. That's what I believe in.
So a lot of us have watched your movies as that quintessential next door middle class hero who was never that mega star, the big superstar as we conceive of today. And it has had a very soothing effect on all of us, the kind of music that was done, the way it was framed, the kind of stories that were told. Do you think we could have similar stories told today? Do you think we could have a next door boy as our next hero, our next ideal?
Okay, I'll give you just a different kind of an example. The same boy next door who was not larger than life, who didn't possess any qualities of a superhero, we have just seen it happen in Delhi elections. So it is reflecting in our day-to-day life. Why don't you want to look at that? Why do you still keep it aside from our life and look at art as something different, cinema as something yet different, and life as something different? And I fail to understand this. And this is where I feel that unless we learn to connect, unless we make it art and culture as the inevitable, essential part of our lives, we can't have a richer life. I genuinely believe that art, whatever art gave me in my life, it has made my life extremely rich. Extremely rich. And whatever I am today, it's because of the contributions from the visual art, contributions from theatre, contributions from cinema, contributions from music. All these arts, they have made me far more rich than anybody could envisage. If we accept that as a concept, then we would know the role of the art, the role of the artist, and we would learn to respect art to that extent.
So to add to this question that I asked, from a civilizational and cultural perspective, how do you think, to your mind, could we institutionalize what you just said, making art central to our lives, making art integral to our daily lives and our perspectives?
No, I don't know how to institutionalize that. But okay, let me go back to this stage that I am in today. I call this homecoming. Now, homecoming has attained a totally different connotation today, but I think my homecoming is much better
Fortunately.
than what is being used today. This is where I belong. I started my creative journey as a painter, and I genuinely hope and wish that I'll die as a painter. So in that sense, it's a full circle, and in that sense, it's my homecoming, my Ghar Vapsi, so to say.
In a different sense altogether.
No, in every true sense.
Okay.
Having said that, I after all this journey and my dabbling into other fields and my straying away there, here, there, getting different experiences, trying to gauge things, trying to see things from different perspectives. And I have come here, and now for last 1.5 years, 2 years, I have been only a painter. I have had my shows in Mumbai, I have had my shows in Ahmedabad, Baroda and Delhi recently. And the response to my work as a painter has been something very, very heartwarming, extremely heartwarming. I mean, there are people who come to see me, see my work, because they have loved my work in cinema. They may come there because they have been my ardent fans in Golmaal or in some of the early films. But once they come there and they look at this face, I can see maybe this much of a change, which is such a nice change. They say, oh my God, we didn't know this, and this is so nice. And they talk about my work, they talk about art, then they also talk about how we don't know anything about visual arts, and then we have a chat, and then I try to give them a slightly different perspective. I tell them that it doesn't matter if you don't know anything about visual arts. You may be a dud, but I mean, similarly, I am a dud in music, and yet I can appreciate music. Then if I can appreciate music, he says, yes, I also appreciate music. I love music. I said, then why can't we both appreciate visual arts in the same manner, in the same breath? Why should this come as the first precondition that, oh, because I don't understand, I don't appreciate? And a dialogue has already started, and I can see a slight window opening up, and through which now this man will have a different outlook towards visual arts, towards culture, towards so many things in life. And if I have been able to do that, I have been able to just give a little push and open that window. I think such a good beginning is done. We can go further. Everybody can go further on these lines and try and explore and try and make our lives a little better, a little more peaceful, a little more rich in other sense.
For a couple of last questions. You spoke about coming the full circle round, beginning your career as a painter. In fact, I meant to mention that at the beginning. What are those convergences you see in arts, in painting, or be it in visual culture, be it in cinema, theatre? What are those convergences or seamless convergences that you as an artist find and explore?
It's so tough and difficult to cover it See, you are talking of almost 50 years.
50 years.
50 years of time. As I mentioned,
Yes, sir.
I came out of JJ School of Art in 1965.
I was born a year later.
Oh, so I wasn't too wrong or too off the mark when
Yes, sir.
I said many youngsters went
Yes, sir.
wrong. So, if we can, to cover up 45, 50 years of time in just few lines is so tough. So tough. But yes, I can only say, I can definitely say, not only say, I can definitely say that I am privileged to have indulged in so many different fields, try to explore them, try to see how differently I can explore and express myself in visual arts, in theatre, in cinema. I have done that, and I have done that consistently for now almost more than 45 years. And I only feel overwhelmed that I was able to do that. And along with that, I feel much more overwhelmed that whatever different path I chose and I tried to explore, which was never a mainstream path. In none of these three spheres, it wasn't a mainstream path. People liked what I tried to explore. People liked my trying to be different. People liked my trying to fumble and stumble and yet explore a different tiny little road, and they only applauded. That's what gave me all the strength, and that's why another connect with this Biennale is exactly the same. Why I feel so close to Biennale is that these youngsters, Riaz of course and Jitesh, they have been trying to create a different way of looking at life, a different way of living life. And they have managed to create a nice ripple in our art scene in the country. Not only in the country but on international level, which is so great. Which is so very great. And if we can, all of us, can in some way or the other try and extend this in some way or the other, all of us would be much more happy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.